For the guys to come out and execute some of the things we asked them to do. I knew after watching the film, going back to last spring, that this was a game that when you turn on the film, there's a difference in level of talent. And overall, I wanted to make our guys understand from Sunday to where we are today, it was about Arkansas's preparation. It was one of our main goals was to prepare with the intensity that we needed during the course of the week in all three phases, and then come out and play that way. I was excited the way they came out and opened up the game offensively, defensively, and a huge pat on the back to the guys. I think they stayed involved in the game. Sometimes these games get a little out of hand, and there's definitely things that we got to correct, but there were some guys that we weren't sure how much they're going to play on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, guys that we were going to limit based on how the game flowed, and I think that was able to help us today too to get preparation for Texas Tech starting tomorrow. So from an injury standpoint, I think we nobody significant during the course of the game, and that was a positive thing, but there are a lot of guys that were banged up from last week's game that we were going to be short with them, and that was able to work out there today. Corliss obviously wasn't out there, but he will still go next week. Got no issues, concerns there, and I think the fact that to get Cody Walker, there was so many positives today, but Cody Walker works his tail off. He was a guy that I just can't say enough positive things. Him and Denzel Evans, they're recruited here as big-time running backs, and to have Corliss and Jay Will and Alex kind of steal the limelight, that's just the way it is, and those two just keep working on it every day, so it was fun to see them get rewarded. On defense, some of those newcomers to come in the game, I thought Josh Lydell, to get DJ Dean to get an interception, to have him affect the punt return game and do certain things there was very, very positive. So we'll just take this one, we'll enjoy the day, give a lot of credit to Nicholls State. Obviously they came in and battled all the way through, so we'll take this one and move forward. Excited about the opportunity next week.
What was the locker room like, just kind of getting
the locker room, even just a steady crescendo. It was all business beforehand. There wasn't anything, clowning around. They think they knew they needed to come out, and they had a good mind frame. We've changed some things up since we were a year ago, and I think that we did everything the exact same we did in Auburn. But I thought the post game to be able, I got to work on that song too. I don't know it. It was fun to go over there and dance with our guys and pay tribute to our students. Our students have been awesome since I've been here, but to get in there in the locker room and have that celebration was awesome. A lot of smiles.
Keon had 3 touches, 179 yards. What did you think of his game, especially, the rough play last week?
Yeah, I'm so excited for Keon. I love that kid. I called him a teacher's pet last year, and he got mad. I don't mean to give him kudos, or he just does everything we ask him to do. He works, he prepares, he's in it, he's conscientious. There'll be so many times during the summer I'll pop in on a Sunday or during the spring, and he's here running routes on his own or working on footwork. To see him we get rewarded today. Obviously the nice reverse, but in the catching game, and then also back there's a kickoff return. I know he was excited to get that opportunity as well. So to give a kid like that chance was huge.
Have you ever had a play blocked up as well as maybe that touchdown run that he had?
The first one?
Yeah.
There are several good plays. On the perimeters too. I think there's a lot of really good things. I think that obviously the initial hole is designed, and there's a lot of times those big runs are because of great blocks downfield. And I thought our wide receivers, even our freshmen, to get Kendrick Edwards in there and blocking at the end of the game was really big. We wanted to play JoJo today, but he got stepped on in practice. He's not overly big to begin with, so he got stepped on. He's not quite healed up from that, but I think we're at a total of 11 true freshmen that have played, and a possibility of one more.
Actually 12.
Have 12 played.
Coach, that first touchdown, what is that play? I mean, it looked a little different than a usual reverse.
You mean Keon's?
Yes.
Well, it's a play that we kind of have some strong tendencies to, and to reverse the field. Again, I think our offensive coaches and players are just so much more in tune with opening up and seeing our entire offense and knowing what to do. I thought it was really impressive to me, as we expected to have success on that play, but we ran it again later in the game with different personnel, and they still had success. And I thought it was fun to get Doo-Wop in there and let him, get some perimeter runs. He's a very gifted athlete, a guy that we hopefully can now continue to work into our program.